Hi everyone, I thought it was time for a bit of a life update because I haven't done one on this channel for such a long time and lots has changed. So I just came across to the field opposite my house. It's not a park or anything, as you can see, pretty rustic, but it's lovely having this just to come for walks, especially now as it's spring in Madrid. So I want to give you guys an update on life, on business, on dance, and let's just start with the fact that I'm married. I don't think I've said it on this channel, but if you are subscribed to my other channel, then you'll know because the wedding video is up there. If you haven't seen it yet, I will link it. It's a little windy, guys. I hope the sound is okay. That's why I have headphones in. Anyway, so that was incredibly fun, and you guys may know already, I've been with Jordan for nearly 9 years, so not much has changed in our relationship, but it was lovely to have that ritual of the wedding and celebrate with lots of the people that we love in Spain. So that was really lovely. And we have also moved flats. We are now in a neighbourhood called Pozuelo, which is on the outskirts of Madrid, which has been lovely just to slow down the pace of life a little bit, but it's so easy to get into the centre of Madrid. And I think those are the main life updates. Cats are doing super well. We just celebrated our 2-year anniversary of adopting them, and they have just settled into life with us like a dream. Carla is almost a different cat because she's just really come out of her shell now that she feels safe. She's so playful, she's so loving, she's just adorable. And Tilo was always a pretty confident guy and he is also just loving life, and especially loving life with a balcony. Both of them enjoy sunbathing outside. So that is our life. And then in terms of business, I have managed to really create a business for myself that I absolutely love. I have time for me, I have time for learning, I have time for research, I have time for creativity, and then of course I have time for teaching and I have time for coaching. And that is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to set up my life in a different way. I know this is not the norm. I know that it's normal to have more of a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday timetable, but that just doesn't work for me. And I realize now it's also actually not necessary. And so if people want to choose that, wonderful. And if people don't have a choice, then obviously that makes perfect sense. But for those of us who do have a choice, I really believe that scheduling my life in this way, where I do work 5 days, but I only teach on 3 days, sometimes 2, depends when my privates are. And I'm only teaching 8 hours of dance a week at the moment. And for me, that is the perfect balance, because it also gives me time to do, and energy and joy to do my own dancing. I'm currently dancing salsa and bachata. I take classes, and then sometimes I also go out and dance socially, and that is just a joy. It's so much fun. I love it. It connects me back to really like my joy of dancing and why I do it, and it reminds me that it's not about being the best dancer, it's about connecting with people, it's about being present in my body, it's about the joy of it, really. That is what dance always was for me as a child. It's what dance has been for me in lots of moments of my life, but not all moments of my life. But I really feel in a place now where I'm so strongly connected to all of that, and that really is a great pleasure and a great privilege. So everything is feeling very spacious, very it's kind of flowing. Life is kind of flowing at the moment, which is just such a gift. But I also know that it's because of a lot of the inner work that I've done. It's because of a lot of the boundaries that I've put in place in my life. It's due mainly to the decisions that I've made over the last few years. and I absolutely love it. And so I made the decision at last year to stop my online classes, as much as I loved them, and I got to meet some incredible dancers from all around the world, and I really did love it. I realized that for me this year I wanted to focus on being in the studio. I wanted to focus on being with people, sharing that energy, being present, and so that is the decision I made. I'm not saying that that's forever, it's just what I needed after teaching a lot online, and it works great, but just what I needed was to be in the studio. So I have just a wonderful community of dancers here in Madrid who are just such incredible people, very generous of spirit. They love, coming to class, working hard, but also learning choreographies and really dancing. So it's wonderful, and I'm very, very grateful. And so I'm teaching beginners, I'm teaching an open level, which is a little bit more intermediate, and I also have a beginner point class, and then I have a few private classes. And at the moment that is working for me perfectly, wonderfully. And then I also have my coaching business. This is something that I haven't really spoken that much about on this channel, but I've been life coaching now for a couple of years, a little bit longer actually. I got my certificates, but way before lockdown. So yeah, it's been a while now. Haven't these years gone really weirdly quickly, but also slowly? And anyway, I've been doing one-to-one coaching, and then last year I also had a program which launched just around this time last year, which was for adult dancers, and we had a wonderful group of humans. I mean, everyone was so different, but so generous and wonderful and open, and yeah, just open-minded, and so excited to go on that journey together, and we had a really great time. But my focus now for my coaching is for dance teachers, people who want to create a life not like mine, but in a similar way that I've done it. So it doesn't have to look anything like what I've created in my life, but an alternative way of living, an alternative way of setting up your business, an alternative way of just arranging dance teaching so that it works for your students and it also works for you, where you feel like you have energy, you're replenished, you're excited about every class, you don't feel tired, you don't feel bored, you don't feel like it's repetitive, and that you also have enough energy and time and space to do the things that you also love. So that is what I'm so excited about, because that program is going to be launching in May. It's called Aligned Dance Teacher Academy, and I know that it's going to be an honor to support dance teachers, because you guys know how meaningful dance is to me. It's what I've dedicated my whole life to, both in the studio and in academia as well. I have a master's degree in dance anthropology, as you guys probably know, and I've also been talking a lot about dance recently in my podcast. So my other YouTube channel now is where I host my podcast, The Rhythmic Body, and I've been diving really deep into what is dance, why do humans dance, why is it important, what does dance have to do with music, what things can we benefit from those behaviours. They're really fundamentally human behaviours, and then they're also performances, etc. But they're really fundamental human behaviours for everyone, and anyone who's been around children when there's music playing will know that. And this is what I want to connect back to. And so I'm going to be supporting dance teachers who don't want to just follow the traditional path. Those paths are already laid out very nicely for people who would like to follow them, and we need those people who are going to be training the future generations of professional dancers, etc. But I am inviting people to join this program who would like a slightly alternative way of being, of teaching, and that means I've got a friend and that means also understanding that dance can be for any adults, dance can be for any people. The goal doesn't have to be to become an amazing dancer. The goal can also be to just enjoy it, to progress at your own pace, to connect with other people, to be in community, so many things. that dance can provide, other than just a kind of progress from beginner to advanced. That's one version of what dance can be, but it doesn't have to be that. And so that is what I'm very much excited about at the moment. And you know, guys, I've been teaching for 16 years now, lots of different dance styles. I talked about it in the last video, and I'm finally really just feeling so at peace with who I am in the dance studio, who I am as a teacher. And I still get people questioning me, and I still get messages saying, yeah, but in fact I got a message just today saying, but how do you evaluate, etc., in that kind of tone. I evaluate myself as a teacher, and that's fine. Like, and I answered, you know, politely, and I explained how I get feedback from my students and all the other things that I said in that message. But it's just getting to the point where you feel so comfortable in who you are and what you stand for, and you know that you do things in a way that genuinely is in service of other people before it's in service to yourself, or hopefully at the same time. Hopefully those two things can align, and I really truly believe that they can, and that the teaching is all about the students who are in your class. It's not about you, and that's really the place that I feel like I'm at. And probably as I continue teaching, I'll realise that there were some things that I hadn't seen yet, and I will always continue to improve and refine and listen and adapt and evolve. But it's such a joy to have gotten to that place and to really feel that what I have to offer is of value, and that also people want it. And it's not for everyone. It's absolutely not for everyone. Some people don't like my style. Some people don't like me. And that's fine. But for the people who do, just really being able to show up without any doubts, without any holding anything back, without any worries, and just be there in complete generosity of spirit, and being there for them with what they want to do with their ballet journey or with their dance journey, whatever dance style it is. I also have some workshops coming up. I have a really exciting opportunity for adult dancers coming at the end of this year. I will be posting more about it. I will also be posting a whole video explaining all about the Aligned Dance Teacher Academy. That will be coming soon as well. Everything that I can, I will have linked in the description. And what else? I think that's it, guys. How are you all doing? We don't get to chat as much here on YouTube anymore, I know, because I haven't been posting as regular videos, but how's your dancing going? What are you doing? Is anyone here a dance teacher? Let me know. Are you thinking that you'd like to start teaching dance, either part-time or full-time? Are you a dance teacher who's been considering some kind of pivot? Are you a dance teacher who's working for someone else and you like to do something on your own? I'd love to know who's here. I know there are a lot of adult ballet dancers here, because that's been most of my content up until now. And I love you guys, and thank you for being here. And I'd love to hear from you guys as well. Let me know how your dancing's going. But I'd love to know hear from the teachers as well, if there are any here. And that's it, guys. I'm just sending you all lots of love, and I will be back with more videos more regularly from now on. Okay, speak to you all soon. Bye.